our players have been able to capitalize on NIL. How do you, as a coach, new coaches, how do you create a sense of urgency and minimize the lack of entitlement as quick as possible? And this not only goes for Tennessee, but goes for every team across the board. As you are starting either spring ball or fall ball, first practice, you have to establish that. Like, hey, man, it's cool. You're riding around your nice ride, and you're doing what you are doing, and you're making money. But in between these white lines, everybody's the same, and everyone is held accountable. And if you don't set that standard now, actually should have been already set in workouts this winter. But if you don't establish that now, it's going to come back to bite you in the fall. And so there's a lot of new players that have come in. They're hungry, they're starving, coming from programs lesser than Tennessee in terms of prestige and exposure, resources. You mentioned some. But it's up to the leaders. It's up to the coaching staff to make sure that you set some hard boundaries, a solid foundation to start spring. And now it's about each and every day just continuing to build on the confidence of your players, mainly Nico, and just making sure that everybody around him is playing as best as they possibly can on offense. It stinks that a guy like, Andrew Carrick not out there, because this is his opportunity. He was brought here from Texas to be able to compete and possibly be an option at left guard, and it's hard to make the club when you're in the tub. It's hard to compete when you're not out there practicing. So it opens the door for someone else.
And I believe there at right guard, we will see Javonte Spraggins limited this spring. Remember, he suffered the knee injury at the end of the regular season. Yep. So that will mean an opportunity for young players to prove what they can do. Does that mean earn a starting spot in the fall? I don't know that, but they'll get a lot more practice reps and an opportunity to show that, hey, maybe I deserve a look at left guard. The right guard position's not up for grabs. That's going to be Spraggins. Yeah. But the left guard position it's wide open, should be, right, in terms of fall competition?
No, it should be. And, it's really about using each and every day to personally improve, whether it's a lot or little. Because here in a couple months, you may be counted on. Somebody may go down in front of you, or someone in front of you may not be playing well enough in practice, and you are called upon. And regardless of what you did in practice to be on the second team and not earn that first team, like, you can play in the games and play well and lock down that spot. So left guard position is still a position that comes with questions, and several guys can do something about it this spring because of injuries. Some guys may not be able to, but what are you doing every single day? Because you can still improve without physically being out there going through practice. Even though that's the best way, you can still improve. Are you watching film? Are you watching drill tape of NFL left guards? Are you watching Trey Smith? Are you going to the film room? Like the film guy should be annoyed by you because you won't leave him alone. Like, my first couple days on campus, I learned quickly from Casey Clausen, go make Joe Harrington your best friend. And I asked him, hey, man, can I have cut-ups of all the great receivers? And video guys love that. Like, get giddy. Oh, I got Peerless Price. I got Marcus Nash for you. I got Cedric Wilson. That was Joe. I got a great cut up for you. Oh, you'll love this. I just studied those guys. So you can do that when you're hurt. You can do that when you're healthy. You should live in a complex. Like, this is a time between now and the start of fall camp. You should live in a complex. You're not going to have the same amount of classes. Spring semester will be wrapping up here in a couple of weeks, but like you should live in a in a complex. Your girlfriend, you holler at her when it's time. Your friends, you holler at them when it's time. Mommy and daddy, like, you already been home a couple times anyways. If you don't like that, go pay interviews, brother. So like it's go time. Like Tennessee is one of those teams that should be in the college football playoff. But every single day, the sense of urgency should be at an all-time high. Josh Heupel's entering his 4th season. People looking around going, all right, you did everything to get this quarterback, Nico. What you going to do with him? So, like, it's really go time for everybody.
You're emphasizing the emphasis that has to be placed on you better be ready to work and compete, because guys have been rewarded before they've played at Tennessee, right? And that's just the way it is. That's not a Tennessee thing. That's what a lot of schools are having to challenge right now. Mm-hmm. But freshmen who have arrived, transfers who have come in, they've been compensated.
Yeah, ain't done nothing yet.
So you need to make sure that they remain hungry to get better, to prove how good they can be for Tennessee.
And that's a challenge for, I think, all the coaches around college football, not just Tennessee's.
Right.
Is how do you make sure that your team is hungry, and the best way is to make sure you have strong leadership, because those leaders are the ones that can hold those guys accountable.
What I hear about the way Nico works has to help, right? Because we know he's being compensated nicely.
Oh, I've heard nothing but good things about Nico.
I hear great things about his work ethic.
Yeah, nothing but great things. Nothing but great things. But at the same time, Nico can't do his job properly if there's not protection. And we saw the bowl game.
There needs to be better protection.
Yeah, for sure. Protection like that will not hold up in the SEC. So there needs to be a focus put on that. And it's not just the offensive lineman's responsibility. It's the defensive lineman's responsibility. Like, are you making your teammate better? Are you trying to beat him every single play to make him get better? Or are you brother-in-law? Oh, I ain't gonna beat you up too bad. I ain't gonna go hard on you. No, I need you to go hard on him. That's the only way he's gonna get better. So it's about iron sharpening iron this stage of the game, because there's no game in sight. That's the thing about the spring. Oh man, count down 4 weeks. First day of fall, you count down. 28 days until we play. A different team, a different color jersey. There's no countdown in the spring. You are playing your teammates.
Yeah, 161 days until kickoff doesn't hit the same way.
It don't sound the same way. So how do you get yourself up ready every single day to go up against your teammate? But you have to, because that's the only way you can get better.